Professor KYXVL's confidence had been thoroughly shaken after the previous day's disaster in Extreme Survival 101. The human students, Marcus, Elena, and Raj, had not only survived his impossible scenario but had somehow turned a deadly survival simulation into what they called a fun camping trip. Today, he was determined to present challenges that would finally demonstrate the superiority of advanced alien survival techniques. Today's lesson focuses on resource scarcity management, he announced to the mixed species classroom, his 4 eyes glinting with renewed determination. You will be placed in an environment with absolutely minimal resources and must demonstrate proper rationing protocols. The holographic environment materialized around them. A barren ice world with howling winds, sub-zero temperatures, and a small emergency shelter containing exactly 3 nutrition packets and 1 thermal unit, barely enough for a single Alterian to survive for 1 day. The scenario parameters are precisely calculated, Professor KYXVL continued. These resources must last 5 standard days. Observe proper conservation methodology as demonstrated by advanced species. 6-9, the top Centaurian student, immediately began his species' traditional approach, dividing the nutrition packets into microscopic portions using advanced mathematical calculations, setting the thermal unit to its lowest possible setting, and entering a meditative state to slow his metabolism. Velka, the Mantari exchange student, activated her hibernation protocols, reducing her bodily functions to minimal levels while carefully calculating caloric expenditure per movement. The 3 humans, meanwhile, gathered near the shelter entrance and began what appeared to be casual conversation. This reminds me of that winter I got stranded in Alaska, Marcus said, examining the ice formations outside. Truck broke down, had to wait 3 days for rescue. Similar to my experience in the Himalayas, Raj added, though this is actually warmer than some places I've camped. Elena was already outside, gathering what looked like worthless ice chunks. Hey guys, check this out. This ice formation looks like it's got organic matter trapped in it. Might be edible. Professor KYXVL's voice crackled through the comm system. Student Elena, that ice is explicitly designated as non-nutritive environmental debris in the scenario parameters. It contains no viable sustenance. Elena shrugged and continued collecting ice samples. Maybe not by your standards, but humans are pretty good at extracting nutrition from weird sources. My grandmother used to make soup from basically anything. That's not how the simulation works, KYXVL protested. The resource parameters are fixed mathematical constants. Marcus had discovered that several ice formations created a natural windbreak effect. Elena, if we stack these chunks like this, we can redirect the airflow and create a warmer microclimate arrow. Excellent idea, Raj added. And if we use body heat efficiently, we won't need the thermal unit at all. 3 people generate more heat than 1 thermal unit anyway. Within 2 hours, the humans had built an elaborate ice block construction that not only protected them from the wind, but actually seemed to be generating warmth through some kind of thermal dynamics that shouldn't have been possible with the available materials. How are they accomplishing this? Velka whispered, breaking her hibernation protocol to stare at the human construction project. Simple physics, Elena called out cheerfully. Wind patterns, thermal mass, body heat conservation. We're actually pretty comfortable now. By day 3, while the alien students were carefully measuring their remaining nutrition portions with scientific precision, the humans had somehow turned the barren ice world into what appeared to be a comfortable base camp. Marcus had fashioned tools from shelter components to harvest more organic matter from the ice. Elena had created a filtration system that was producing clean water from melted ice. Raj had figured out how to use the thermal unit not for warmth, but as a heat source for processing the organic materials they'd extracted. This is impossible, Professor KYXVL muttered, reviewing his readings. According to my calculations, they should have exhausted their caloric intake 47 hours ago. Professor, Marcus called out, we've got extra nutrition paste if anyone wants to trade for building materials. We found a way to make this stuff go a lot further if you process it differently. The alien students stared in disbelief. The humans had not only survived on the inadequate resources, they had somehow created surplus. Would you like to share your advanced survival techniques with the class? KYXVL asked weakly. Elena grinned. Sure. Step 1. Don't accept the assumption that the resources you can see are all the resources available. Step 2. Everything can be modified or repurposed if you're creative enough. Step 3. Work together because 3 people can solve problems one person can't. And Step 4, Raj added. If it seems impossible according to the rules, maybe the rules are wrong. The simulation ended with the alien students gathering around the human camp, trying to understand how they had transformed a deadly survival scenario into what Marcus kept calling a pretty decent weekend getaway. In his report that evening, Professor KYXVL wrote, Recommendation: immediately review all survival protocols with human input. Their approach appears to violate several established laws of resource management, yet achieves consistently superior results. Either our fundamental understanding of survival science is flawed, or humans operate according to different physical laws. He paused, then added, Personal note, request assignment to less stressful courses. Perhaps advanced theoretical mathematics. Surely they can't accidentally revolutionize that too.